Can I please have a motion to pass the minutes? Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Opposed? Okay, thank you. Let's go to our financial report and action on bills. You have the receipts and the financials in your hand. Board, could you please read the financial reports, see if there are any questions on the financial portion? Yes, ask your question, please.
How come the copier, equipment and copier is more than double?
Okay, what line item are you looking at on the spreadsheet?
144,
144 on the spreadsheet?
last month it was 188.92.
I think, right, yeah. Michelle?
Yeah, Document Solutions is, they're billing us a week after the trustee meeting. And they're giving us, I think it's 20 days to pay, which makes it late every month. And they hit us with a $20 late fee. So I'm trying to work out some type of arrangement with them now where we can get the bill ahead of time. So that's why there's two, we're paying two invoices, one that's
So it's
actually
more like 2
late,
months.
So it's
payment?
actually 2 months you're paying instead of,
and one that's
Okay.
ahead, yeah.
okay, that makes sense. And then did we ever on number 133A, the water sprinklers, did we ever find out why it was so much? Because it was 79, then it went up to 158, and now it's 79 again.
That's
That's 2
the
That's 2
fire,
months.
and that's
That's
2
the
months.
fire.
If you notice in February,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
if we don't get the bill in time for a meeting, it doesn't get paid.
That's a good question.
Maybe they can change, sometimes I know with like credit cards, they let you change your billing cycle. Maybe you can call up and change the billing, so it will be before, you know what I'm saying? Like change the due date, you could change the due date.
Okay, I'll check into that.
This way you guys wouldn't get late fees or,
Well, the
Have to
utilities
double fill.
usually don't charge late fees.
they do now. I don't know if it's business, but homeowners, cable and the telephone company just started. If you pay past the 15th, the due date, they charge you a $5 surcharge. Yeah,
And they don't make enough money.
right, you know,
Put on your credit card.
so.
Okay, any other questions on the financials? Okay, can I hear a motion to approve the financial reports and receipts?
So moved.
Thank you. Can I hear a second? Second. Thank you, Jeff. All in favor, let's do a roll call. Pat Butler, Maxine,
Oh, Maxine,
go ahead.
aye?
All right.
Aye.
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 Financials pass. Thank you. Do we have a program or guest speaker this evening?
We do not.
Okay. Do we have correspondence?
We do.
Good.
You have a letter? All right.
Oh, that's a cute card, look at that.
This is for Kit. She had helped somebody on the computer. People like you naturally go above and beyond, make this world a better place for all of us. Thank you so much for all your help, and always with a smile. God bless, Diane.
Very nice, very nice.
So,
Great.
that's it.
Okay, thank you. President's report. I'm very pleased that we're moving ahead and forward with the purchase of our library furniture for the adult section. And I wanted to thank all the furniture committee people that were involved with this. So Susan, thank you. Charlene, thank you for your time. Kit, I didn't see her, but thank Kit for me, please. And Jeff, thank you for being on that committee. We met with the vice president of library interiors to select the beautiful furniture, which is going to arrive shortly in early June. So we'll be looking forward to that. Okay, at this time, I would like to ask for volunteers to meet with us on Friday this week at 10:30 for another furniture meeting. This time, we're looking at YA furniture possibilities if we receive the grant.
Well,
Right,
we're
Sue?
going to put it into the grant that, we're gonna put for $2,000 worth of young adult furniture in the young adult section. He's already sent.
The grant was set in already.
No,
Oh,
no, because I wanna make sure this is okay. Has to be sent in by the end of the month. It's already written up, so we're just
oh,
gonna send
good,
it out.
good.
But it's all grant money. It's from the Union County. Freeholders is like the one that we got for the, you know, the iPod thing. I mean, the iPads.
The crayon.
The crayon kiosk.
I really think it would be ideal to have a staff member at the meeting on Friday with us. And maybe it could be Kit, but it could be somebody else
Yeah,
who's
she won't
available.
be here, so.
There's
Yeah, we
someone
could
else
have
who's
Debbie.
interested, yeah.
Yeah.
Get their input on that. Anyone else want to join us on Friday? for
That'd be 10
furniture?
o'clock?
10:30, Friday?
Yeah, so just show up.
Jeff, could you? That's great.
I believe I could.
Thank you, that'd be wonderful, thanks. And we'll carry that group forward with the same way we would do with the other purchase, so we have
And
the
the
same people involved.
And the ship date for furniture, this furniture here will be June 3rd. That's the
Oh.
ship date, so I wonder if that's when it's coming, yeah, right?
Well, if they're shipping it out on the 3rd, it may arrive later.
Yeah,
Because I
we'll
doubt
see.
it's
Well, that's
arriving
a
the same
question.
day. Why
We'll
don't you
ask
call
him
and ask
Friday.
him?
No, we'll ask him Friday.
Yeah, that's true.
Ask him Friday.
All right, good. So we have on the furniture committee then Susan and I, Jeff, and maybe Debbie or another staff member, right? Very good, thank you. Okay. On Thursday, May 12th, Charlene Story and I attended a trustee workshop entitled What Every Library Trustee Needs to Know Now. It was held at the Scotch Plains Public Library, very nice library over there. We have some very useful information on library law, which I'll share with all of you at a later time. I learned a lot, and I have some brochures and things. We might even have like a little mini meeting at some point, and I can share that with you. Great stuff, though. And it was wonderfully attended, Charlie. When you say that, like,
Yeah, very well attended. And we got
oh, yes, that's
certificate
right.
for, I don't know, 2 points?
Two,
whatever
yeah.
it is.
2 hours.
Good, I'll
and
put that with,
I have 2 also, so now we have 4 more hours.
Great.
I think this is the
This
most
is for
hours we've ever had,
2016.
Sue. Am I
Yeah.
right?
It is.
For the staff, which is so great. We're way over our 7,
This is
I
for the
think.
state report, this is great. I have already a file on that,
Excellent.
because we have some other people who have done wonderful things that I'll talk about later.
Now, Saturday, September 10th is the Trustee Educational Convention. That's going to be held in West Windsor this year. And as soon as I get the information on that, I will share it with you. I have to tell you, I went 2 years ago. It was very, very important to attend. I networked with a lot of people statewide. You get to hear other trustees, different things that they do, practices and discussions. And I think those are the most important part. And then they have workshops too, in different areas that you can attend. But that was a great convention, so I would encourage everybody to think about attending that. And as soon as I get the information, it will come to you. It's a Saturday, September 10th. And usually what they do is they offer a night stay like Friday night is kind of a welcome. and get to know everybody, and that's kind of fun to stay overnight, because then you really get, that's when you network, talk to a lot of people.
Where is it located?
It's gonna be in West Windsor,
Okay.
or it
That's
could
right.
even be Scanticon. I'm not sure. I don't think they gave a complete location, so I'm not really sure. But I'm sure it'll be a nice facility, conference facility. And usually it's very well attended, and they have great speakers too, so. It's a good opportunity, another good opportunity for trustees. Okay, so that's all. And you have your children's
Yes.
department report.
Well, there's no pie chart, although Kit was gonna make a pie and bring it. But, so she did it this month, because, she's been taking over the children's room. And I have to say, doing an outstanding job, having a lot of different activities. She had the flannel board, Lego club, Crafty Monday, the MOPS, the mother of preschoolers, story time, family bingo night. That's done by Debbie. After school daycare visit, we had a daycare from Roselle, maybe, come and use our back room, and they were wonderful, and Kit helped them do projects. Read to the dog and the chess club. And we had, let's see, program attendance, altogether 240 between children and adults. Let's see, she read at the Sherman School, April 6th and 21st, the 1st and 2nd grades. And she read at Robert Gordon School, April 27th to the 1st grade class. April 15th, she attended the lunch breakfast with the board members. April 26th, she met with Harry from DPW to go over the folding door transfer. But it turns out that this door is a little too tall, and he doesn't know if they could cut it to put it downstairs. But he says he's gonna just keep working on it, and maybe it is. April 12th, our DEAR program was a success, and that's about it.
Thank you. And can you share your director's report, please?
Sure. All right, let's see. Well, I have the statistics on the top. The universal statistics, we got 3 new registrations, 2 new courses started, 15 login sessions, 12 lessons viewed, and 5 student submissions for that month. Our May book discussion group is a 100-year-old man who climbed out of a window and disappeared. Oh, come on. Kathy said it was wonderful. She enjoyed it. It's a lighthearted read, right?
Right. Cass does not like it, I can tell.
And it's historical too.
I haven't gotten to that part yet, I'm on page 14.
Oh, wait till
Okay.
you get into it, it gets
Okay.
better. Marta and I have been visiting the Casano Center, instructing the ladies on how to knit and crochet. We'll be participating in Roselle Park Club's Art Day, and also Joe and I are trying to figure out a day to have a film night at the library.
Oh, that's nice.
And we're investigating different possibilities. Did you get my email?
Yeah, and I have an answer for you.
Okay, good. I had to check with the Movies Unlimited to
And
see,
we have a license.
to see if our license is good.
Right.
Okay, great. The Friends will be collecting items on behalf of the library during the town garage sale, so if you have anything, bring it to the library.
Oh, okay, answer my question.
And we'll be participating in the Memorial Day Parade, so it'd be nice if somebody, one of the trustees, can participate with us. We'll meet at the library at 9 on Monday. Asa Abloy, who does the handicapped accessible doors, came to fix a couple of things that were malfunctioning. In fact, when the big button was pushed, the doors wouldn't open, so they fixed that. The elevator guy, man came again to fix the elevator.
Is it broken inside?
No, it's not broken, but it tends to open and close at whim occasionally.
Wow.
And it gets me nervous, and I don't like people in there, I have a feeling in a couple of years it's gonna need to be replaced. Because it's old and it just keeps malfunctioning a little bit. I don't know anything about elevators, but it just
The
seems
phone
like we're
is still
calling them along.
Working in there?
The
emergency
phone is working, everything's working, they came out to check. I ordered through the CAP account, with the timing system and our new router, we're going to get a receipt checkout system, which I'm sure you've seen at other libraries, when you check out your books. You get a receipt that tells you the title and the date, and they stick that in the book instead of those little stickers, which were extremely expensive.
Oh,
So, we're getting that.
very good.
Michelle and I are in the process of trying to eliminate Verizon totally and having all our phone lines through Comcast. LMXAC will install our new router in June. And I spoke to the Vectorino family, and they're interested in purchasing chairs for the community room with the money
Oh.
donated in their mother Gloria's memory.
Isn't that nice?
Great.
And I'm gonna speak to Stuart on Friday
Yeah.
about getting a quote.
That's
We
wonderful.
raised almost $800.
Actually, it was over, I can't think of the exact figure.
Like 820 something.
Yeah, it was quite,
That
it
was
was
very nice
of the
family.
considerable
Yeah.
amount.
Kit is supervising in the children's room until Ellen returns. As of now, we don't know when that will be, but I just got a message from her that she's hoping to be here at the end of June. She's agreed to put the summer reading brochure together from Russia,
Wow.
because none of us really know publisher as well as she does, so
That was
she's
very
gonna
nice
do
of
that.
her.
Just a reminder, we have T-shirts with this year's theme, Ready, Set, Go at your library for $8. You would all look terrific in them.
I agree.
And if any of you are gonna be in the parade, it would be nice if you had one, because we're all gonna be wearing our T-shirts. The furniture will be arriving the first week in June.
Sorry.
We have not been, and we got rejected for a library of the year. I
You
said
tried. It was a
librarian,
very
but
nice, it was a nice summary article, I read the whole thing, you did a good job. We tried,
We
right?
tried, they said,
There's always next year.
there's always
so-
next year.
Always next year.
And we're in the process of accepting volunteer applications for the summer.
Oh, good.
We've already received two, one that we're really excited about. She's going for her MLS next year,
Oh,
for Rutgers,
excellent.
in September, so she wanted to work in the library.
What's her
It was
name?
perfect. I don't know, I don't remember. She's
That's good.
And Dexter finished 7
Yay.
and got 7 certificates.
Yay.
On the Trustee Academy course.
That's great.
The only thing I need is you copied out 2 of the second instead of 1 of the first. Like Trustee Basics,
Okay,
part
no
2, I
problem.
just need part 1.
Okay.
Other than that, yeah, 7 courses he finished. This goes into your folder, Dexter.
Really good shape.
Are
We
in
are.
excellent shape.
Have
And
the
this is
skipper
all
get
for
the
the
video.
state
This is
report
the, these
too.
are, I've already
It's
on
good to
the
the end of
board.
June? Good to the end
It
of
wasn't
June?
until the end of June, or it's good
I
press?
think it's all summer.
Yeah, all
Now,
summer.
there was at least one of the
Yeah,
courses
that one
that
of
it
the
said
courses.
something that it
Oh,
was
they were
until
changing?
maybe June 14th,
Yeah.
or,
That'd be
I mean,
basics 1 and
I
2.
won't swear to that. No, I don't think it was, I think it was one of the others, but there is one at least that does
Well, I'll tell you,
expire.
I'm very proud of our board, because since I've been here, I've only been here almost 5 years, this is the most training and,
Yeah, bring it.
Web Institute hours that anybody has accrued, so thank you for everything, for all your time. And you learn something new every time you do it too, which is really good. You never know when you can use that information.
Then we're also gonna be having Judith Kroll Russo,
That should be good.
Blueberries, New Jersey's Wonder Fruit, Tuesday, June 7th at 6:30. And this is free, open to the public, and the program is funded by the Horizon Speakers Bureau of the New Jersey Council for the Humanities, a state partner of the National Endowment for the Humanities. And we received this with the grant. So, she's wonderful, we've had her here before, and she is very knowledgeable about blueberries, which is a lot to know. And there'll be blueberry scones.
Well, there you go, there's a reason for
There's the
coming.
I've been getting her emails for about 7 years now.
Yeah, really?
That sounds like fun, I'm gonna come to that.
Well,
And
she just
that's-
doesn't give up.
And the ship date I talked about, and let's see, anything else? No, that's it.
Thank you,
Good.
Sue.
So
Thank
we'll
you.
try to find out more information on that ship date. on
Yeah,
Friday.
and then if you want us to be here, just let us know
If
when
you
you're
need
coming.
any
Oh,
We're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
need help here.
That's
Yeah, I'm
what
gonna
Maybe
need
some of the
help.
trustees, if you're available, to come help. if you
Yeah,
want.
I should be available in just a few.
And there's also in your packet the May
Yes.
acquisitions. For the adults, we didn't do the children's this time, but we'll have it for next month. So,
Okay, thank you.
if anybody want to see a really good DVD lady in the van
I heard that was
was
good.
wonderful, so,
All right, thank you.
sure.
Do we have any report from the liaison for the schools? Did she send a reporting? Okay.
Nada.
All right.
I have to start
Um,
with the summer reading program,
I
I gotta get in touch
know,
with her.
I know. Maybe
Or
if you just
someone.
put a call in,
Yeah.
see what happens. And report from liaison. Shirley
Okay,
Story.
I don't know if there's anything new to tell you. I will also do the Friends of the Library because Greg is up at the fire memorial.
Right.
But, on June 8th, we will, the Friends will be having a, well, Dowlings is working with us to donate 10% of their.
That's
things.
very
You don't
nice.
have, and you don't have to have
A certificate
a
or a
certificate
flyer or
anything,
anything.
Which makes it so much easier, it really is
Excellent.
nice.
They are
And
doing
it's
so
all
much
day
for
long.
our
You
whole
can go in
community.
And they'll
Nice.
drop off the flies to you,
It would be nice if some of us could just meet
I
there.
would like to. What
I
day is
think
that
that
gonna
would
be?
be, and, you know, if, also if they do start to get a crowd of people to kind of help out, you know, a little bit,
Sure.
you know, setting up tables.
What's
and
the
so
date
on.
for that?
It's June 7th.
June
No, I'm sorry, it's
June
June
8th.
8th.
June 8th.
It's a
June
Wednesday,
7th is Blueberries, that's right.
yes, it's a Wednesday night.
Yes, it's a Wednesday night,
Okay.
so, yeah, so, that's coming up, and, let's see.
What's
Great
happening
idea.
with the cap money? Anything?
We're still going through that process.
Okay.
So, capital budget is not finalized, actually, I will find out tomorrow night when we're having more meetings. I was away last week, there was a tentative date for last week, I don't know what happened, and then, the CFO has been out at a conference, so I haven't had a chance to talk to him. So, anyway, but, you know, that will be working its way through as usual.
When is this shindig at, Dowlings? What time?
All day. You
Oh.
can go for lunch,
You
you
can
can
go
go
for
for
lunch.
dinner,
You
just
can go for lunch and dinner.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll make a date to go.
And,
Definitely wanna go, that'd be good.
Nice idea. They're just doing so much for the community.
Yeah.
yeah,
They
they
really should
are,
be
they are
applauded
really very,
for
good, very
everything they've
generous.
done. My gosh.
Very generous.
The fire department just had a fundraiser over there.
Mhm, right.
Last week.
First aid squad.
Yeah. I'm sorry, did I say fire?
That's
First-
okay, I knew what you meant.
First aid squad, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
I'm
very
sorry,
successful.
I missed it, I
I
wanted to
couldn't
go.
get out of work until.
How was
4
the
o'clock.
turnout for that?
It was, well, in the evening it was pretty decent. It was
Oh,
still
that's
pretty
great.
packed until about 10 o'clock.
Very nice. Okay, any other reports from officers and standing committees, anything from finance, Jeff?
I spoke with Rashmi and we have nothing to report at this time.
Okay. The update on furniture.
It's gonna be here around June 6th.
Yes, I think we mostly talked about
Right,
that.
we talked about
Good.
that.
However, I love this, pictures are more than 1,000 words. Here's a wonderful picture of the table, and you can see that they are handicap compliant. And I just like this illustration, I took this off their online site, but these are the tables that we will be ordering. And they're beautiful, I mean, the material is just really gorgeous.
Do we have a lot of handicapped
It's gonna have a
people?
top on it.
It's gonna have a special,
It's a state mandated.
special
Yeah, you have to
lacquered
have
top also where the wood is covered and treated, which is really important for wear. But then we're gonna have an inlay on the surface itself, which almost looks like granite, but it's actually a very, very well processed laminate, kind of a countertop material that'll be like a marble, like a brown marble. And I think it's just gonna look great.
It's gonna look great, it has a little bit of the green in it, so it'll be nice. And eventually, when we get the carpet or wood floors would be nice.
We're all going down the road, it's just progress along the way, and thank you all for volunteering on the committee and helping with that. It was really great to have that. Okay, now, I think I covered the furniture, anything else you wanna say about the furniture?
Nothing else to say.
Okay, and I'd like to move to open the public portion of our meeting this evening. Are there any members of the public who would like to come up and speak? Please state your name and address the board. Mr. McGarrett?
Jacob McCarroll, 612 Sheridan Avenue, Roselle Park. I don't know if item 101, 102 has been in discussion
You're on the spreadsheet, Mr. McGarrett?
on the spreadsheet. for March, it's $24,680.
Because there were 3 pay periods in
Say
March.
what?
3 pay periods in March.
Okay, that answers that question.
There'll be another month somewhere.
Yeah, like
maybe
December,
second
November.
Longer months, yeah.
Did the trustees receive from the county the additional monies that they have left over? Councilwoman at large, Story had mentioned that at a council meeting.
I'm not sure what you mean, Jake. Maybe you're thinking of the fact that they said that they would have, they are doubling they're doubling the grants this year. But that's not, that's still, we still have to apply for a grant, just as we, but the total money that they'll be giving out is twice as much as it was last year.
And how much was the grant last year?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have that figure with me.
It's
But
the
it's,
record.
7,500.
So the total is 7,500 this year.
It was, yeah, 7,500, so, I mean, there's a possibility, but it's, again, we have to apply, we can't guarantee anything that we will get, so we can't count our chickens.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is there any other member of the public who would like to come up and speak? Please come up and address the board. Mr. Hahn, good evening.
How you doing, everybody? William Hahn, 12 Woodside. There was a resolution that was pulled at the council meeting on the 5th, having to do with the maintenance, and Mr. Blum had said that there was no reports of inefficiencies, and I have notes from the 316 where I did complain about them. I was wondering if anybody needs an email from me to present it to somebody so that you can get these people to well, they're not changing the mop heads, they're not using soap. I had complained about it, they said, oh, well, new bids are coming in, and unfortunately, nobody came in under bid, so we had to let them rebid again. They pulled the resolution last meeting. If there's an email needs to be, I mean, I did mention it, but if there was no emails, Mr. Blum said they need proof that there was inefficiencies, not changing mop heads, not using soap. If you guys need an email, I'd be more than happy to supply it to whoever gets it.
We did look into whether there were emails, we did find a couple of emails here, and Casano Center was unhappy, but then they felt that in the last few months that he has been doing a better job. So we do have those reports, and whether they're sufficient to be counted as a black mark on the state guidelines, I don't know, but we'll be finding that out at tomorrow night's meeting.
Yeah, because it's easy to come under bid when you not change your mop heads or using soap. I mean, I spoke to Susan, I think I spoke over the phone with Mrs. Story herself, I spoke with Mr. Shipley, my councilman. I made a couple of calls about it, so it was that important. I mean, we have bars in town that have better restrooms, and it's not your guys' fault because you don't do that stuff. But if you need an email, just reach out to me, I'll be more than happy to supply one for the record. It is in the record, Mr. De La Cruz did put it in the notes on the 3/16 Board of Trustee meetings. All right. Thanks, people.
Thank you. Any other members of the public who would like to come up and speak? Please come up, address the board.
Joe DiOrio, 824 Larch Street. Just to follow up from the last meeting, I forwarded it to the library president, board president, the information that the board requested. It's all there regarding questions, concerns that you might have regarding licensing for the short films. It's also on our website, and it's pretty straightforward. The submissions, the filmmakers who submit give us the irrevocable right to show, to display for promotional purposes, to use at our film fest. So we have that clearly stated in there. I thought you, and I know that you saw that, so I just wanted to.
Got it already. And under, when we get to old business, I'll pass it up. But thank you, because that saves me a lot of time introducing. Everything that you said is here, and it's wonderful. So.
And then there was a point that that Dexter had made about concerns over content, and there is a section that addresses that too.
Yeah.
I'll just pointed out, that the Roselle Park Love Shorts Film Festival reserves the right to select entrants based on scheduling and other factors. Films that trivialize or glorify violence or weapons would not be considered. So it captures that, that
Yes.
concern.
Thank you for sending me the link.
Thank
It's all
you.
ready to go.
Thank you for
and,
asking. Reminded me.
You're welcome. And it's great because that'll come up in just a second.
Sure.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Any other members of the public who would like to come up and speak? Okay. Can I please have a motion to close our public portion of the meeting this evening? Thank you, Maxine. Jeff, second. Thank you, Jeff. Okay, our public portion is now closed. And now we'll go to old business, which is Roselle Park Loves Arts. As you know, Joe did a great presentation at our last meeting explaining everything. And we more or less approved the permission, but we never officially took a vote, and I just feel we need to do that today because we were waiting for the licensing information, which I have here in my hand, and thanks, Joe, for emailing it to me. So if you'd like to just take one and pass it around. It's very lengthy and wonderfully stated, but the part that you want to look at is, on page 4 of that, is terms and conditions, and in there you'll see the specific information that Mr. DiOrio was referencing before, so you'll see where it is, how it appears there for you. And if you could just take a moment and read that terms and conditions, because that's the piece that explains the licensing criteria and the policies. And then I would like to take a vote after that on approval that Roselle Park Loves Arts will use our facility till 6 p.m. on that day. I thought that was a very nice idea. Keep it open an additional hour and then should have enough time for everybody to move in and out. Just take a minute and read that. Are there any questions on what you're reading, something you don't understand, now's the time to ask.
I have a related question.
Yes.
Joe, how short is a short? Or how long is a short?
Well, there are short film festivals too. It's like a 1-minute short film festival. The Motion Picture Association, if I got the correct group name, says that 45 minutes or less is considered a short, including credits. We've targeted 20 minutes or less, but we'll accept up to 40, depending on scheduling. But we're looking for that sort of 1 minute to 20 minute range.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have one thing.
Yes.
So this license, library, the borough is not
Yeah.
held responsible in case somebody sees something that they feel offensive and wanna threaten to sue, so the library is not accountable, right? Is that what because it's shown here?
Well, if you look at this section here, the whole harmless part, I know this is like Pat said, it's a lot to read. takes me a few minutes to find it, there's so much stuff in here.
It's on page 4 of my sheet.
Goes into 5.
Are you serious? Wow.
Here we go. The individual or corporation submitting the film hereby warrants that it's authorized to commit the film for screening and understands that accepts these requirements and regulations. The undersigned shall indemnify and hold Roselle Park Loves Shorts Film Festival, Roselle Park Loves Arts, and the Borough of Roselle Park, its employees, volunteers, and its affiliates, harmless from against any and all claims, liabilities, losses, damages, and expenses, including but not limited to attorney fees, costs of the court, and so on. So that provides some protection that they're aware of it. Now, could anyone complain about a film? Sure, they can complain
Well,
about anything.
that's obvious, I mean, I
But that gives us
realize
some
that
strength.
Because everybody's opinion is different.
Right.
I think that the idea had come up at the meeting at the Casano Center, possibly putting up a sign saying, you know, some films may have adult themes. If you, you know, may not be appropriate for children, you know, please question, or, you know, just something of that nature.
Sure. Sure, and what most film festivals do, and what we plan on doing, is having a program to go with the folks that enter in, so they know what to expect, what kind of films and themes. And you'd be surprised, there's some really great topics, comedy, just, you know, very endearing type of films. So, but to your point, yeah, you're correct, we can have that information available.
I think that gives people fair warning.
Yeah, I
You
mean-
know, not everything is for children, and it's not a children's film festival.
Right, but, you know, just to protect you, the borough, and everybody, at least we could say, well, there was something posted, you know, that you entered, you brought your child in at your
Of your own
discretion.
free will.
You know, but, like I said, what I might find offensive, you might not, and, you know, a parent might think their kid is okay, and then they have nightmares, you know, but at least we have written
And protection.
protection. And then we could say, well, you as a parent chose to bring your child in there.
Okay.
Just to protect everybody.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Okay, yes, Mr. McGarrett?
Did you guys check with our insurance company?
She doesn't wanna do it.
Yep.
Check with the insurance company on the licensing of the film?
I don't think that there's any need. I mean, I think it's pretty clear that the licensing
I think it looks pretty
belongs
cut
to
and
the
dry.
individuals.
It's
You
on
know, these are
borough.
not Hollywood films.
It's on
These are-
borough property.
Yeah, but these are not Hollywood films. These are films individuals make.
Right.
Excuse me?
It's not a Hollywood film, it's a film an individual makes. So licensing, we don't have to
Mhm.
really be concerned about.
Okay, and
We
Joe, thank you.
I can ask the GIF just to be sure, but I
Send it
think
to
we
them.
can go ahead
Good.
in
It
any
seems
event.
okay.
But I, you know, I don't think
think
that there
we'll be
would be
all right.
any problem, but we'll dot the i's and cross the t's.
It's because there is nothing really binding legally in this statement here. that it would,
Yeah, I mean, you never know, but, you know, you
I
can't
think
get
we're pretty
too,
safe.
can't get too
then.
crazy either.
Okay, so what I'd like
We'll
to
never
do
do
now
anything.
is I'd like to take a vote on Roselle Park Loves Art officially using the library. And we had said, the library will be open from 10 a.m. in the morning to 6 p.m. that day, which is September
24.
24th, right? It's a Saturday. Okay. So we're taking a vote on that. Let's move to that portion. And Dexter, would you like to do a roll call vote for the vote on this?
Sure.
So we're accepting Roselle Park Loves Arts to use the library facility all day on Saturday from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. that evening. Okay. Maxine?
So you doing a roll call, Dexter?
I was just gonna do the same way we've done the last few, so you just wanna say,
You could just go ahead and say approval, A, nay. We'll go around the room.
Okay.
yay.
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 Oh, Okay, Roselle Park Loves Arts is officially approved, and kind of knew it would be, but this is really great, Joe, and we have the information from you. Thank you so much.
And thank you to the
It's
board
gonna
members.
be a great event. I think we're gonna have a great time. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna try to sneak in and see some of these
Oh,
myself
please
in
do.
between helping out, because it sounds like a great, gosh, never see these films ever again. So I think it's an excellent opportunity for everybody. Thank you.
Well, who's gonna be running this thing as far as setting it up?
There's a whole group of people who are
Co-directing.
thank you, I couldn't think of the word, co-directors of this program, and I've actually been to the meeting already, and they have such great ideas. It's gonna be in our streets, it's gonna be at the library, but also in other places around the area, and just a wonderful, wonderful art show. So I hope you're all gonna come to that, and you probably are gonna need help at the library too, so if you wanna come by and help us out, it would be very good, and then we can sneak in and see the free movies. Okay, our new business this evening is a closed session matter on personnel and compensation. So because of that reason, I am closing the portion of our meeting this afternoon, I'm sorry, this evening, for the closed session. I want to tell you though first, before we adjourn the meeting here officially, that our next meeting will be June the 15th.
Yeah, I put it, it was wrong.
It's okay, I
forgot
corrected it.
to.
It's all right, I did my own agenda from your agenda, so I got it. So our next meeting is June 15th, 2016. So that at this time, what I'd like to do is adjourn our meeting officially. Can I hear a motion to do that?
Make a motion.
Thank you. Can I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, our meeting this evening is adjourned to go to closed session for compensation personnel.
Must be that plan.
Okay, we've just come out of closed
Right
session
here?
for the Library Board of Trustees meeting, and the closed session issue on compensation has been settled. Thank you, Saul, for retaking that. Okay, everyone, I'll see you on the 18th.
Oh, well, okay.